Hello everyone, this is Lawrence Lucas. Welcome to this video. I'm making it to spotlight an album I purchased at FYE, which is going out of business, or local FYE. And while I hate to see a business close like that, especially for the employees, I was going to take advantage of the liquidation sale, and they had all their albums 50% off, which I've been kind of waiting for them to get to that level. And last Saturday I went out and brought 4 albums, and I want to make a video for each album. I've tried to make a number of videos, one video for all 4 albums, but I wasn't happy with them. I decided to just make a video for each album, so there'll be more coming. I can give the album more, justice and spotlight more. And that video made previously ran over a half an hour, so I want to keep these 15 minutes each. Okay. So I went out to FYE, and a lot of stuff has been pretty picked over, but I did find 4 albums that I really wanted to get, which I did, 50% off. So I saved quite a bit of money, about $54 for all 4 albums. And except for one, they're all single albums, but included a second disc with B-sides and unreleased tracks and demos and such. So this video, I want to spotlight this one right here. It's from a famous band from Boston who really defined the sound of the 80s. This is the Cars Panorama album. Beautiful cover, and turn it on the back. Okay. And I have this on CD. I have the original album, which I bought when it originally came out. And this is the 2007 reissue, put out by, it's on the Elektra label, but in conjunction with Rhino Records. So we got the album cover here, and a gatefold, great picture of the band, and other pictures as well. Since it's all the materials on 2 albums, you have 2 inserts. So I'm showing off the packaging now. Insert there. And it comes with the original sheet that came with the album of credits and lyrics, and the backside a nice group shot of the band, and another sheet that wasn't with the album but is part of this package, another sheet of the pictures of the band. That's pretty cool. And on the back, more pictures along with a brief retrospective write-up, which I will read a little portion of it in a minute. Here's I took the shrink wrap off, and here's, I'm a completist, so I'll keep everything. That's the sticker that went on the shrink wrap, and it reads the Cars Panorama Expanded Edition, critically acclaimed 3rd album featuring Touch and Go and Give Me Some Slack, remastering supervised by Rick Ocasek himself. 3-sided 180-gram LP, includes 3 previously previously unreleased tracks and some B-sides. And you have it on two 180 gram vinyl. Okay, I don't need to, whoops, things have kind of gotten away from me there. To break those out, except for side 4, which has no music, but it has something called three-sided, okay, with custom laser etching, which the 4th side is this. I don't know if you could see that. Well, you can't, but you can tell there's an etching of the album cover, Panorama, and all around the cars. So, since there wasn't enough music for side 4, they put this etching on there, which is pretty cool. Good solid 180 gram vinyl. And okay, so you know, one disc is the entire album, digitally remastered, Rick Ocasek. Side 3 are 3 previously unreleased tracks: Shooting for You, Be My Baby, The Edge, which is cool, and then Don't Go to Pieces, the B-side for Don't Tell Me No and Give Me Some Slack. Okay, let me get my sheet down here, it fell off. A few things about this album. When it came out in 1980, it's the Cars' 3rd album, and it was not as commercially successful as the 2 previous albums, the Self-Titled and Candy-O, which is a shame because I consider it one of their best albums. It had, as they were reading, a more darker tone, the more use of synthesizers and drum machines, and even one critic said it sounds mechanical. I've always thought the Cars had a kind of a mechanical sound to them, but and perhaps this album is a little bit more mechanical than the rest. But the songs are great, the playing, the production is great, and one critic also said it's not as poppy as the previous album. I disagree, it is, but a little bit more darker tone, feel to the album, lyrically and in the music. So, let me read the retrospective note, a part of it. As a band, the Cars were always so far ahead of their time. They managed to shake it up, not on 1981 Shake It Up album, but rather on one studio album earlier, 1980's Panorama. This was a gutsy song cycle that saw the group bravely expand its wide-range view of the musical universe, from that evocative racing finish line flag image on the cover to the compelling and sometimes challenging music contained within. Panorama took Cars on a dark ride into the 80s that featured a few fascinating left turns and incorporated some experimental excursions along the way. Ultimately, some saw Panorama as the band's most risky triumph, while others felt it hit a commercial and critical speed bump. Still, the Cars' career momentum as such that Panorama hit number 5 on Billboard's 200 chart, while the album's first and biggest single, Touch and Go, managed to break into the top 40, peaking at 37. Artistical success is not an easily charted, but Touch and Go, even singled out for the praise by no less than authority than John Lennon in one of his final interviews, for the ways the band was marrying rock's past and present. Ultimately, Panorama may not have been to everyone's taste, but this dark gem found the Cars continuing to win by daring to wave their own creative flag boldly. Okay, sorry if my reading got a little bit off toward the end. And I remember in his last interview, John Lennon did mention the single from the album Touch and Go, which I absolutely love. He gave a shout out of that song. Kind of, it has a 1950s feel, but done in a modern way. And he compared it to his new single, Just Like Starting Over, with the same similarities. So I'm very happy to rediscover this album, because when it came out in the negative reviews, I kind of dismissed it myself, but had a recent rediscovery of it when I played my original album and CD. And when I saw it at FYE, I decided to zap it up. It was retailed for $29. I got it for 50% off. 2 albums, nice package. So I decided to go ahead and grab it, because I'm not going to find it at that price anywhere. Got other videos coming up of the 3 other albums I brought on the liquidation sale. Your comments are welcome very much. Just to close, I'm glad this album is kind of having a rediscovery. Sometimes an album, when it comes out, it's not appreciated. The biggest one being Pet Sounds, but of course it's considered one of the greatest albums ever. And I'm glad this album's having a bit of a reevaluation itself. So anyway, that's it. I welcome your comments. I want to welcome any person to this video who's watching, and wish everyone a Happy New Year. Thank you so much. Bye.